y'all's months Jealous.
Okay, sure. I guess I'm jealous.
Hell yeah. At least you admitted it. That's the first step to achieving growth. Anyways.
No, we're really here for you, buddy. So anything that makes you feel better, we're just
Are we ready?
we're just kind of on the sideline. You know, it's all right.
We good to go? Everybody good to go? How we feeling?
Sure. I guess I'm jealous.
Oh. Someone needs to turn down the stream. Who is it?
Shut up!
Who is it? Who needs to turn down the stream?
I'll give you 2 hints.
Logander.
Hey, that's a pretty good guess.
What?
There it is.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Got that one out?
No, I need another minute.
All right.
Go ahead and get started.
Alrighty. I'll start the recording. Bring us off of the splash screen and into the lovely area. Bring up my notes. And we'll get right back into it. Alrighty. Where we left off last time, Hollowford was humming, but not with work, not with coin, not with the usual clang of the forges, but with anticipation. Word has been spreading for weeks, whispered from dockhands to smugglers to farmers who should have gone home hours ago. The Zephyr fighters are in the pit tonight. Rare warriors, outsiders, Clay's people. And so, the Splitshore Tavern is louder than it has ever been. Every table is packed, every cup is full, and every voice layered over the next. The whole room smells of sweat, steam, and something like excitement wrapped in dread. But the moment Clay and Poppy step inside, the noise cuts just enough to matter. Because Red, the Grim Brand's favorite hound, is already waiting. And a heavy hand clamps down on Clay's shoulder, and the tavern seems to lean inward as Red starts talking. He's casual, close, confident. Clay is led into a back storeroom, past stacked kegs and crates, away from the crowd. Red shares probably what he shouldn't. A little bit about Ledgerfang, the pit's bookie, and tonight's fights, and the Grim Brand's ownership of the spectacle. And then Red gulps down a mug of ale he shouldn't have trusted. The poison hits hard, and the enforcer collapses, unconscious on the stone floor. Out in the tavern, Poppy drifts towards the bar where three figures speak in low, urgent tones. As she gets closer, Mira spots her. And just like that, Poppy is pulled into the conversation that will change Hollowford's future. And plans begin to take shape. Dangerous plans. Rebellion. Along with Mira is Orvek, the Forge Master shackled by Grim Brand contracts, and Rook, the old shoulder whose presence commands respect even without his armor. Orvek promises hidden weapon. Mira promises names written in a secret ledger no one must ever find. And Rook, the last piece, finally nods after a bit of Clay's and Poppy's interjection. He'll train the people. The spark has been lit. But tonight belongs very specifically to the pit. And the crowd floods downward. As Clay and Poppy makes their way down, Clay makes a bet with the Ledgerfang, and Poppy spots Marv, the broken giant the Grim Brand once kept in a cage far too small for him, dragged out with two other prisoners to face a warped, branded ogre. The fight is brutal, bloody, and Poppy decided to make some quiet intervention to the best she can, and luckily Marv survives, but not whole. His arm is shredded, his hand is gone. So she shifts her shape, slipping into the skin of the the Brand Master from Moss Hollow, and walked straight into the pit quarters to demand Marv's release as a champion. The Grim Brand obeys their own hierarchy without question, and now at last the main event begins. Drin and Jarek Stonejaw, two Zephyr Valley warriors. And as they interact with each other, Dren's voice cracks as he apologizes. He offers his life in a way, but only if he could buy time to fix what he's broken. But when his eyes finally meet Clay's, Clay sees in him a plea for help. And that's when Clay finally moves, following Poppy, and they slip into Kellogg's Mall, the pit's prison holes, retracing the same path they once fought through as captives. They break down and open the gate into the pit. And now Clay and Poppy burst out onto the sand floor of the pit itself, dropping straight into the fight meant to end Dren's life. When Clay and Poppy hit the arena floor, everything changes. Jarek Stonejaw stands poised to deliver the killing blow, and Dren is beneath him, exhausted, his breath ragged and blood just running freely down his chest. At this point, Poppy changes Clay's appearance to that of Marv, the one who just previously won his fight. And Clay is able to convince Jarek. It took a few words, a plea, a truth, and a promise, but he was able to get Jarek's fury to still. And in that moment of mercy, the grim brand answer with cruelty. There are 3 iron gates that slam open across the pit, and from the shadows slide these crystalline glass serpents, each the size of a wagon, their bodies refracting torchlight like jagged prisms, and the crowds scream in excitement. The 3 serpents strike, but the 3 Zephyr warriors strike harder. Clay, Jarek, and a badly wounded Dren carve through the beast, glass shattering, dust exploding onto the sand until the serpents lie twisted and broken. But there's no time to celebrate. The tunnel's the only way out. They start running, and the moment they make it there, waiting for them, blocking the escape route, is not a guard, not a pair of enforcers, but an entire Grim Brand battalion, bristling with chains, clubs, and burning brands. A plan forms and a lie forms faster, and somehow the deception holds just long enough for the group to be escorted deeper into the tunnels toward the pitmaster chamber. Then Clay's memory snaps into place, a wall, a seam, a hidden break in the stone. A passage he once crawled through while bleeding and desperate. The tunnel through, out to the slag sluices, their way out. Immediately, Clay shouts and Poppy acts, and all hell breaks loose. Magic erupts from her. Fire and frost tearing through the entire front line of the battalion in 2 catastrophic blasts. But the survivors, they reach for their brands and they press glowing iron into their chests, their skin seared as their veins blaze. And then the real fight begins. At the end of it, clubs smash ribs. Poppy's body folds under the force. A hammer catches her leg and the bone cracks like dry timber. She now lays with broken ribs and a shattered leg. Dren is hit in the chest with a javelin in rapid succession, collapsing in a pool of his own blood. It should have ended there for him. But Clay finds something on Dren, something older than this city, older than these tunnels. Zephyr Valley Medic Balm. And he tears it from Dren's belt, slams it into his wounds, and the bleeding stops. Barely, just barely. At this point, they run, they split. Jarek takes Dren over his shoulder and vanishes along the river channel onto the outskirts of Hallowford, nearing the river and the forest. Clay dragged Poppy in the opposite direction, along the channels, deeper into the industrial district, following the old canals and forgotten stonework until he reaches the charred remains of Dundon and Sons Carpentry. At this point, a burned out shell, walls black, and a roof half collapsed. A hiding place for a moment. But they soon discover Clay is the one who was followed. At this point, his lungs are burning with dust as the front wall of Dundon and Sons is torn off of its frame like wet parchment. The roof groans, tilts, and then gives way. At this point, Clay, you don't think, you just move as you scoop Poppy up. Her arms link instinctively around your neck, and her legs, although a bit broken, wrap around your waist, clinging to you like a living bruised scarf. The rafters are crashing down behind you as you have squatted down and lunged through the breach. Your corruption is flickering violently through you as it's taking over. You are in your full corruption state as you are now fully transformed. So what are you doing?
At this point, Clay can't really tell who he's reaching for, who he's lunging at. But he knows that he needs to protect the person that he has slung around his neck, around his shoulders. There is someone that is depending on him, and he needs to protect them. It is a matter of wills. It is a matter of basal, animalistic. It is the difference of viscosity. Clay is aiming for the throat.
All right. So as you leap out and all of the rubble is crashing down behind you, in front of you, the first thing you see, the first person you collide into is this towering brute with this curved iron jaw mass bolted directly into his cheeks. You see his breastplate is engraved with these burned in tally marks. He carries these two cleavers that sort of hum. And when he breathes, you see his ash drifts from his face. You hit him. He sort of stumbles back a bit, but he's able to just shrug off the impact, and he just looks deeply at you. Found you, my little embers. It's time to snuff you out.
At this point, Clay hardly resembles a human being. He is a human, but his body has undergone such a metamorphosis that, given the stress and the change, the influence of the world around him, and unfortunately, the root that the curse has taken into him, Clay has begun to grow an excess of black hair. He has begun to exude joints that shift and crack in the way that a human should not be able to.
And at this point, your blight is starting to activate. You're able to realize everything that's going on around you. You guys are surrounded, and something inside of you is firing. You need to move. You need to go. Things need to happen now. As you hear Poppy scream out in pain as she has 3 daggers now sticking in her back.
Who threw those daggers?
You cannot see. It is covered in darkness. You activate your blood sense. I was already saying it, and you sense over 40 individuals surrounding you.
Who threw those daggers?
You're not able to tell. You are surrounded by bodies, and automatically your animal instinct kicks in and you start running in the opposite direction of the people in front of you. You skid into the open street, your knees buckling, but as soon as you make it into that open street, you see as there are already 3 more Grimbrand stepping forward towards you. They have surrounded this area, cut off as many exits as they can.
My goal is not to engage, but to run past.
Absolutely.
If for any reason they decide to take a swing at me, I'm going to push my muscles and elongate my body to the best of my ability so that they can have disadvantage to attack me.
Absolutely. So as you start running through, they were patient and slow. They had a plan. And one Grimbrand steps in with perfect timing, and he slams this plated forearm straight into your throat. And as he does, you feel as another hooks underneath your leg with some type of hammer or club, and you're now suspended in the air as another drives a hammering blow into your ribs. And at this point, you hit the cobblestone hard. Your breath is ripped from you. Poppy, you scream as you are partially torn loose from Clay's body. But Clay sort of twists his own body in response and is now leaning over you, shielding you with his own body as another strike slams into the back of your skull, Clay. Your vision sparks white. Your limbs won't respond. The corruption in you is raging, but your body can't keep up. You want to move. You want to act. But it's just blow after blow, another kick. And Poppy, you look over to the side and you see as Clay's nails are ripping into the stone, blood is starting to appear at the breaks in his fingers. You see him trying to rise and failing. At this point.
Clay, I can't die.
You won't.
No, listen. I can't die. And I reach up and grab my earring and almost pull it out of my ear.
Don't worry. I won't let you.
And
we can't die. We can't die. We can't die. And I shoot out all of the magic that I have in me, all of the flux in the air, all of the spark inside of me, everything. I try to call on the power that's inside Clay and try to just do anything to get us out of here.
So at this point, you're able to see the different flows of the magic. You start to activate your spark to control this artifact. You start to funnel the Umbra latent in Clay to try to make it have some sort of impact. You start to see the different strands of flux floating through the air that Mama Moss helped you sort of learn about and interact with, and you start to weave them into the artifact. And as you're doing this, you see as a Grimbrand, that same Grimbrand with the 2 cleavers, is now standing over Clay. And you twist this centerpiece of this earring and you hear a sort of click. And the world snaps. The air fractures like glass, light bending, colors begin inverting around you, sound starts turning inside out, and then all of a sudden, gravity simply fails. The two of you clutch each other tighter as the street vanishes around you. The Grimbrand, who was once striking Clay, his strike freezes midair. And all at once, you are now tumbling through this swirling tunnel of fractured mana. Threads of light and shadows are spiraling all around you like torn ribbons.
We're dead.
And then we die.
Well, see y'all next week. It was a good run.
Catch us next month and campaign number 2.
So are you guys going to try to do anything while you're like just fluting through this nonsense that is happening to you?
If the Grimbrand standing over Clay had a pair of cleavers and he was about to bring them down on me, Clay definitely would have pushed himself away from Poppy so that he could have tried to split the difference, so to speak. If Clay could recognize that this weapon was coming down upon him and he knew that somebody was going to get hurt, he would have kicked Poppy off of his back in his feral form.
At this
so
point,
that nobody would have met the blade.
One thing you notice as you are going through this fractured tunnel, your corruption has subsided. Oh.
My corruption has subsided, as in Clay is in control.
Oh, it really
Entirely.
subsided.
Your corruption has entirely subsided, and you feel as the wounds, both of you, your wounds are starting to, in probably the most painful way imaginable, recover themselves.
Our muscles literally begin to knit themselves together.
You feel as your bones break themselves and reformat themselves.
The daggers just shoot out of my back. Ugh. Fun. What does it look like with my magic eyes?
So to you, it looks transcendent. The different weaves and flows are indescribable to you. It feels as if the world of magic that you know is being distorted, and another set of magic is being woven into it.
Oh.
Clay is very unfamiliar with the ideas of magic and the the effects that they have on the reality of the world. So I'm opting to take another point of stress.
You best start believing in magic stories. You're in one.
You best start believing in magic, boy.
At this point, you guys can go ahead and repair all of your armor, heal all of your hit points, and remove all of your stress except for the one you will receive when you arrive, Clay.
Understood.
And we are going to go ahead and take a short break.
Okay.
And then
This must be what ice baths feel like to athletes.
we're going to get into the bulk of this session.
Man, talk about hitting the ground running. Oh my goodness.
Indeed.
I mean, I had an entire week to think about this, and I still was not ready.
Yeah, there was, simply put, there was no fighting your way out of the Grimbrand there. Whenever, because at this point, I can give you a little bit of the background. Whenever you
Sure.
eliminated that big group in those tunnels, they were a part of 3 different brandmasters.
Wow.
Good. Pissed them all off.
So, like, the way to imagine it is,
Like 3 of the 4 squads that were assigned to this town, we just killed a part of each of them.
yeah, so each one of them had a little piece to send their elites. So there was an elite from each group, and they were the 3 that broke down the wall, and then the rest of them were pretty much grunts.
Good.
Damn.
We shot up the mafia, the cartel, and the Yakuza
But
All at the same time. Yeah.
all at the same
Yeah.
time.
they chased you, which
Because you
means
smelled that.
it's likely that maybe Orvek and Dren got out.
Well, I certainly hope so.
On him!
I mean,
Kill him.
Kill him! Alrighty, I'm gonna run a ad break and go take my little breaksy poo.
alrighty.
While I
He's gonna
start
poop.
setting up. No, I got to actually set crop up, unfortunately. You think
Don't
I
forget
can
to
just
set crap
simply poop?
in your toilet.
There you go. Excellent.
Joke's on you. I don't get that benefit of poopage.
I haven't pooped in weeks.
I'm actually in a pretty good spot right now. So whenever we come back, I'll remind you to take us off of the splash screen.
Hell yeah.
And I remind you to not stink.
And I will remind you to record again.
Oh, they're making a new Percy Jackson movie. Hey, these ads are great.
Thank you for watching them.
Welcome to the ads.
Welcome to the ads. Okay.
Hey, Joe, before you leave the computer, real quick. Never mind.
Anja?
Unshaw. No, really, never mind. I got it. I figured it out. I'm good.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Hamskis.
Hey, before we move forward, how do I pay my electric bill?
Well, typically, what you want to do, if you're paying it online, is go to your electric company's website.
The electric company?
If you have one. Yeah.
It's like a company, but for electricity.
It's the show.
Oh, you're being sarcastic. No, I was giving you like legitimate. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go now.
I'm never sarcastic. I mean everything I say 100% legitimately. Because you can't pay your electric bill online in Japan. I have to go to a store, a physical location.
Well, if you already knew that, then why are you asking questions? You
Because
dumb
I
idiot?
don't know how to tell them. They're not gonna know English, and I'm just gonna go and point, and they're gonna be like, "What do you want me to do about this?" But they'll say it in Japanese, so I'll be like,
So you look at them and you say, "Haro gozaimasu, mara ho Akachan ne pay electric bill.
Little,
Oh.
little pookie bears.
Irekachurika biru. Pay very, very much money.
Button him.
Yeah, you already know how to speak Japanese.
It did get me pretty far before.
Japanese.
You get a haircut. Oh, haircut.
So you like
It sounds super racist, but I know that that's
it really does work.
accurate. Yeah, I know.
How to pay a check? How to do?
How to pay the house bill?
Haisubilu. All right. Anyways,
House bill.
let's go ahead and bring it back in.
House bill.
No, this is the Japanese stream now.
Oh. Speaking of, you guys mind sliding into the scene that I'm in, the Behir layer?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Alrighty. So as you guys come back, a large, bright, light blue and purplish light just kind of blinds you as you now find yourself at the bottom of some sort of cave, tunnel systems. You look around you, you see fungal growths and all sort of different things, and you're sort of looking around, getting your bearings for a while before you hear some small footprint steps in the distance.
Yeah.
And then you see him with a little light affixed to his head and a leather and fur scrapped together armor piece. This little rabbit man, about 3.5 feet tall, carrying this pickaxe with some sort of spear-like tip on the end of it. He starts approaching the two of you.
Well, Clay can tell that this small creature is obviously not something that is considered friendly to Poppy or Clay. So I am going to make a bite attack.
Actually, as he is approaching the two of you,
He Frenches you.
the first thing he says is, "The light. Did Sir Briar send the two of you?"
Oh.
I hope I miss.
I grab him by the shoulders and shake him.
So
Where is he?
as he's walking up and he asks, "Is Sir Briar send the two of you?" You just see as Clay lurches at him to try to bite him.
I'm gonna stick my arm in his mouth.
All right, go ahead. Clay, make an attack at disadvantage as Poppy is trying to hold you back.
Hold me back.
This is an attack at disadvantage, but I also add 1 fear die to the attack.
All right.
So it is going to be minus 1d6 plus 1d12. Let's go ahead and call it. Let's call it a.
Just you wait until you hear about these guys' lore.
Dude, they actually love biting. It's actually how they communicate.
And then a d6 and another d12.
Minus a d6.
So it's a 12.
Minus a 12 plus another d12.
Yeah, it hits.
Cool.
21. Yeah, that hits.
Cool.
So I am in full blight mode.
You are not. You are in full Clay mode.
I'm in full clay mode?
Yes, you have 0 blight.
Don't you see the
currently.
tracker?
All of your corruption was wiped clean when you came through.
Oh.
In
Well,
that case, I just pass out and die.
So you kind of like lurch out to bite him. Speaking of, how much corruption is Savage Blood?
specifically, I
Now you have 1 corruption.
sure, that's fine. I feel like based on the shifting, I probably would just give in to my naturally predatorial instincts and leap onto this poor rabbit creature and
Yeah.
Could be vicious.
go to bite with my extended jaws, but then realize my jaws aren't extended and I am not as strong as I thought I was, and my teeth aren't sharp. What is this? Isn't right.
Oh my god!
Hey.
I was wrong. You're not from the Briars. You're one of them. You're one of them. How
Hey,
did
yo,
you guys
relax.
find us? How did you?
No, it's hi. No, I
And you now see as he is trying to swing at. Oh, he's trying to swing at you with his little pickaxe, but you kind of have his arm stuck, and he's a little guy. He's a little guy with a little arm.
Just a little guy.
He's kind of just like swinging it, only really waving his wrist around, like, "Get over me! Please don't eat me! Please don't eat me!"
so he goes to swing at me with his pickaxe, and I just kind of lift my arm to block his wrist.
It's not even really moving because you're like on top of him. He's kind of
Yeah.
just like lifting his wrist, and you're just kind of seeing the pickaxe flail around on the ground there.
Right. I'm so much bigger than he is. I just kind of lift my arm and block his entire swing. I block his swing and I just peaceably start to crawl off of him. I was on all fours whenever I was out of control, but suddenly I am back in control. So I'm kind of taken aback at my instant ability to not rip this individual's throat out.
Yes.
Hey, buddy, leave that to me. I'm the one who bites.
He goes to swing his pickaxe at me. I block it with my arm that is roughly the size of he is, and I just crawl off and stand up, and I just stand back. I don't say anything. I just get up, look at my surroundings, and I try and take everything in. Something doesn't feel right. Something feels different.
I know you filthy humans are driven by hunger, but that light, it was the same one we saw when Lord Briar left.
I
Where is
reach
he?
out and pick him up by the scruff.
He's going to, as you get closer to him, immediately swing with his pickaxe to try to
Try
attack
it.
you.
I don't resist that. He can get a hit.
It is a 10 as he swings at you, but you just kind of like instinctively lean back and he just misses as he kind of like jumps a little to try to hit you.
Getting in his face. Like, where is Briar?
Hey, can I intimidate him?
I think you've done that.
Yeah, no. I would like to continually intimidate him.
¿Por qué no las more? At this point, Poppy is fully in his face, so we'll let her take the lead on this one.
I think this is a team intimidation.
I mean, I just attacked him and crawled off of him, and then just nonchalantly dodged whatever he was going for. So
So
if at any point he decides he wants to get brave, just let me know. I'll put
yeah.
him down.
Okay, so at this point, Poppy, you hear as he gets a bit nervous. Did you take him? Did you take Lord Briar? I saw the light when he disappeared. He was almost captured by the humans. And then that light appeared and he disappeared, and then I saw the light while I was mining, and here you are. Where is he?
Don't have him.
He was-
Okay. I'm about to go off right now. Little rabbit man. Is that racist?
I don't know.
Okay. Then we're putting it on neutral ground. Here's the deal. I've been looking for Briar. He mentioned you. He talked about the bunny people helping him. And now you're saying he's not here. You don't know where he is. I don't know where he is.
At this point, you are seeing as he is beginning to lower his pickaxe a bit. So are you Lord Briar's friends?
Clay
Yeah,
turns to
well-
Poppy and says, "Was Lord Briar one of the people that we weren't friendly with the Grimbrands?"
Lord Briar is my brother.
What?
And this is Clay, Mr. Rabbit Man. They haven't been acquainted yet, but we're trying to bring him back.
No, I have been hired as an escort. Madam Briar hired me as a guide to lead her through extravagant adventures.
Precisely. What's your name? I can't call you the Rabbit Man.
Poppy, what the fuck is going on?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I am one of the Lagiri.
Oh,
I am simply a worker, so there's many of us, so we don't typically get names unless we get promoted to a warrior.
okay. Okay.
You can
Interesting.
meet the chiefs. They can tell you more. They fought alongside Lord Briar roughly a cycle ago when he was here helping us. He used to pass as a human. He helped sabotage the research facilities. He helped even evacuate entire warrens. He was our hero.
You could say they breed like rabbits.
I kill Clay.
And at this
Clay
point,
is murdered.
Clay is fully dead.
Guys.
Goodbye, Clay.
Good night.
And you guys see as this bunny individual, this Lagiri, as he explains himself, leads you to further down the tunnel. If you guys would like to follow him.
Yeah.
And as you guys make your way down the tunnel, you guys see two more. Sort of blocking the entryway.
I like to think that Clay would probably, being extremely uncomfortable with the situation that he was just leaving and the alien and unfamiliar situation that he has now found himself in, he would probably stay a little bit further back.
All right.
Not me, though. I square up.
So at this point, you see as this little Lagiri individual runs up to the other two, and you hear them talking amongst themselves. You hear the elders. Oh, more spies. And then Poppy, you hear a very interesting word that sort of sparks your interest. You hear the word flame burrower.
How you spell flame burr?
Flame, and then burrow,
Ah, burrower.
Burrower.
burrower,
Burrower.
burrower.
Burrower. Yes.
My favorite Mexican dish.
Burrower.
All right. These are the warriors to the elders' room. Just they'll let us in. Follow me. Yeah. Duck. And he sort of crawls through the tunnel that you guys will have to crawl through as he leads you past this long, large pile of just an assortment of bones.
So you really are warriors.
This is the graveyard.
Oh, teeny bones.
You do see at least 5 or 6 different human skeletons in there.
Mhm. I'm not gonna ask any more questions. And if I was a more disrespectful person, I would have taken them, but I didn't.
And at this point, we will enter the fun, our favorite theater, the theater of the mind. Do-do-do. As
Du-du-du-du-du-du.
the party walks into this semicircle burrow tunnel, and you meet 3 chiefs. These elder rabbits with these scorched fur. One of them has metal-studded ears, and all of them have this stitched-together armor. And on them, you can see cruelty. You see scraps of old lab tags attached to one of their ears. Behind them, you see scavenged laboratory diagrams that they seem to have stolen from some sort of research project. Poppy, I would like you to make a knowledge roll to sort of understand what these diagrams are. And Clay, I would like you to make an instinct check to sort of read the condition of these elders.
Du-du-du-du-du-du. Beep. Oh, frick, I didn't pick a number. I'll pick it now, and it will be 1. Because
14.
I'm number 1.
So,
But I
Poppy,
rolled a 14.
you're able to notice from these diagrams that they are some sort of live experimentation. And it is titled Offspring Batch Projection.
Oh. And is it going well?
Very.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing.
Question.
Answer.
On my instinct roll, I would like to use one of my experiences,
Okie
That's not a
dokie.
question.
Which one would you like to use?
namely, may I use Calm the Beast? There's the description for it.
I love what you choose to use your experiences on.
Yep. And I would-
Familiarity with usual tendencies.
I
of
would
wild-
say you just have so much familiarity with animals that more often than not, you'll be able to use Call the Beast pretty fluidly with animals.
even
We're in a good
humanoid
spot.
animals.
These guys, they have humanoid bodies, but they're more of like 70% rabbit, 30% humanoid.
We're in furry territory.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
Okay. So, Clay, you're able to pick up on one of them, the one with the scorched fur. You're able to tell that those scorch marks are acid burns, and they are long time scorches, long time burns. The one with the old lab tag, he's sort of wearing it like a earring. Same thing. You can tell he has had that since near birth. All of them are at the end of old age, pretty much.
Oh, man, I've already forgotten you're not a name. Fellow. Please elaborate more on the situation.
Oh, yes, well, elders, this is... What is your name again?
I am Poppy.
This is...
And this is Clay.
This is Poppy and Clay. They came from Lord Briar's light. The same light that took Lord Briar. I saw it while I was digging, and then I ran as fast as I could, and then I found the two of them there. This one, be careful about this one. And he starts pointing at you, Clay. He's not fully able to control his bestial tendencies. He almost ate me when he saw me. But the power of Lord Briar, and every time they mention Lord Briar, you see as all of them sort of do like a slow bow with their heads and kind of lift both arms up, and then put it back down. Lord Briar's influence was too strong for them, so they're here to help. They're gonna save us.
Okay. That's, yeah.
And you see as one of the elders, the one in the middle, sort of speaks up. Is this true? This Poppy, your name? Yes, I've recognized that name. The Lord Briar mentioned you often, actually. Mentioned if you ever were to come, to treat you with the same respect, if not a higher respect, that we treated him. So I am very sorry for any discourtesy you may have suffered. And although I would love to have a celebration for your arrival, it has been a cycle since Lord Briar has left us, and things are not good. I would ask for you, and this must be the friend he mentioned you met.
Yeah, he usually, occasionally controls himself better. And he apologizes, right, Clay?
Clay crosses his arms.
I speak for him on occasion, so you can take that as an apology.
Yes, it is accepted. Thank you. Well, listen, there was a mission Lord Briar was on before he was captured. There is a human facility above ground. They were designing this machine they call a flame burrower. It is a machine designed to smoke us out. And you hear as one of them starts to speak up. He almost got him too. And this is the one with the lab tag earring and the studded earrings on the other side. Lord Briar, he was able to steal one of the major components they used, but he wasn't able to disable the machine itself, so we were able to buy a lot of time. But it's looking like the Warrens are still gonna burn.
Okay, you said it's been a cycle? How long is a cycle?
The way we understand it, it's been a full human planting season before the famine.
Ugh. Okay. That's a little bit longer than I would have hoped. Okay. He was doing something, and then something happened, and now he's not here anymore, so I guess the best thing we can do is follow in his footsteps. So, why did you let him do this? He's been fighting with you?
Well, when we first met Lord Briar, we found him in the tunnels, similar to the way we found the two of you, and he stayed with us for a few cycles, and he became a part of our community. And at first he was unaware of the war we have been fighting, considering our... Let me tell you a bit more of our story. Our founder, the elder before me, the one we all take our name from, the only named among us, he was the pet of a human researcher. His name was E.A. Ligari, named after the head scientist, Dr. Ligari. EA was able to gain intelligence through experiments the humans were putting him under to sort of rebuild a food source after famines and years of drought hit. And after cycles of lack of any produce, they needed a new food source. So they sort of attempted to adjust E.A. Ligari's biological makeup to make him bigger, to increase his libido so that he reproduces large and at vast quantities. But during these experiments, he was able to gain his sentience and no longer wanted his family to simply live as a food source. So he escaped. And he was able to go into underground, but humans sent retrieval squads into the forests and then underground, and they've been at war ever since. The humans want their experimental program back online, and at this point, the generations of EA have long lost the effects of their rapid reproduction, and only us, the elders, still hold the biology they seek. We have to do something to save those that have been captured, to destroy this flame burrower before all hope is lost.
Okay. give us a moment. And I just turn my back so that I'm only facing Clay. And then in his mind, Clay, talk to me. How you feeling? You looking better. Is this thing on? Tap tap. I killed him. Oh no, I killed him.
Clay, you may be muted.
I killed him. I knew it. I knew it would happen this way.
Clay.
Made too many jokes.
You all right, Clay?
Give him mouth to mouth. Do anything.
Well, now
Quick.
that you have had this big lore dump, before you guys decide to make any next steps, we'll go ahead and take our next break.
And give him mouth to mouth.
Yes.
Bunnies, all of you line up.
Everyone stack on top of each other so that one of you could reach his mouth. Stat!
Let's go, people!
Oh, by the way, this is not designed